Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Time for Mango and Bambang, the Not a Pig, written by Faber Vuliami and a different illustrator. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get the front cover. Oopsie. Here it is. Aha. I was a little bit right for a change. I didn't think the author was this person. The author is Polly Faber, and the illustrator is Clara Vuliami. And this is Mango, and that's who we've met so far. And this is a taper that we met briefly. So we've only read one part. We're going to continue on and read the next part. All right? Okay, so here we go. Let's see what has happened so far in our story. We do know that there is a taper in the middle of the road. And we do know that nobody was very happy about this taper in the middle of the road. Their faces are not very excited. But we have met a little girl named Mango who was coming home from her karate class, and she is told them that they are the people are not being reasonable to be upset about this taper in the middle of the road. So she has crossed her arms and she's talking calmly because she says she's good at talking to people who are acting silly. So she said that they're all being ridiculous. She said that there was not a pig in the road like people were saying, that it was a taper from the jungles of Malaysia, and that he has taken a wrong turn somewhere. And she, some of the people walked away and they began to go back to their vehicles. She then knelt down and she began to talk to the taper again. She did that on this page right here. She wanted to know what was wrong. So here we go. A tiger sounds very alarming, she said to the taper, but I promise there isn't one now. Won't you uncurl and cross the road with me? I'm going to make some banana pancakes for my papa. We'd love for you to join. Slowly, under Mango's encouraging strokes, the shaking first settled, then stopped, and the hump changed shape. From out of the crosswalk, the black and white lines resolved themselves into a really rather marvelous black and white creature. So here she is thinking of the banana pancakes. And here she is getting that taper out of the road. Have you ever met a taper? You need to keep a careful watch for them when out and about. They are very nervous animals, inclined to jumpiness, and tend to hide when they are scared. It takes a very special person to be trusted by a taper. Banana pancake, said the taper, in a hopeful whisper. He didn't seem quite ready to move. With syrup and whipped cream, too, if you'd like, said Mango gently. She sensed this was a taper who should not be hurried. The people in the traffic jam were less patient. A lot of rather noisy engine revving was beginning to happen. Vroom, vroom, honk, honk, beep, beep. There were shouts of, oh, come on, and move it along now, too. I've never had syrup or whipped cream or a pancake before, said the taper, his voice getting less whispery. But I do like bananas very much indeed. Papa and I would be delighted to introduce you to all of those things and more, said Mango. Were you planning a long visit to the city? We have plenty of room for you to stay. I'm so sorry, I don't know your name. She glanced at the ever-growing traffic jam. Ting-a-ling, ting-a-ling. The overexcited man was now talking overexcitedly to a policeman on a motorcycle who was writing in a notebook. A line of pedicabs had joined the line, and their bells were ringing impatiently. So was the louder bell of the halted Express City trolley. So here's pedicabs. They're called pedicabs because pedi means foot. So they're a foot cab. If you want to take a cab, but you want it to be on a bicycle, it's called a pedicab. So you would pay this person to drive you around. And here's the trolley. And that's like, if you've been to San Francisco, it runs on a wire up in the, that's connected all the way down the trolley line, all the way down the trolley track. Here's the man talking excitedly to the policeman who's writing notes. And here's the ting-a-ling, ting-a-ling. My name is Bambang, said the taper, and your offer sounds very kind. I'm a little tired. I ran a great distance and swam, and there was a boat, I think, although I'm not perfectly sure, but certainly more running. And there was a tiger, a hungry tiger, you see. As he spoke, the taper started to look anxious again, as if he might curl straight back into a ball. Mango, aware of a helicopter now starting to circle overhead, was quick to reassure him. There are no tigers in the city, Bambang, apart from at the zoo, perhaps, but they're safely locked up and kept very well fed, I should think. So here's Bambang, and here's Mango, and here's the helicopter flying above. And I'm not finished reading, but I'm just going to keep going. How much more? I'm going to have to stop for just a moment, so just be patient with me. I'm receiving a very important text. I don't want to stop my my video with you, so hold on. Okay, here we go. Where were we? Sorry about that. Okay. So we just finished the part about the helicopter flying in the sky. And here's Bambang, and here's Mango. And let's see what's going to happen next. The taper is very nervous. We know that they're nervous animals. Suddenly, the policeman bellowed through a microphone. All girls and possible mutant pigs must clear the roadway. Repeat. All girls must be cleared of all pigs immediately, or forcible removal will be effective. That's what he's saying in his megaphone. He started to direct the cars to one side, apparently making space for something else to come through. No tigers at all? The taper peered up at Mango. None. Then I would very much like to try a pancake, and maybe stay a little while, if you're sure it would be no trouble. And with that, to Mango's relief, Bambang started to cross the road. Her relief was short-lived. They hadn't moved more than a couple of steps before there was an unfortunate step back. The drivers, seeing the taper, started to move. All put their feet on the gas pedals at once, creating a sudden, definitely tigerish roar. This was enough to startle Bambang and make him nervous. At the same time, he spotted something on the other side of the road that sent him curling up tight again. "Tiger!" he shouted. The crosswalk, or taper not crossing, as it might more accurately have been called, was blocked one more time. There he is. So people pushed on their gas pedal and made a big gas pedal noise. And that scared him because it sounds like a tiger noise to him. So now he's curled back up on the street. Mango felt alarmed. She could see the policeman had been clearing cars to make way for a giant scooping digger. That giant scooping digger was now maneuvering into position and lowering its huge scoop. There seemed little doubt that what it was intending to scoop was Bambang. Oh no. Mango looked across the road. She remembered that tapirs are known to have rather poor eyesight. She suddenly realized what had frightened Bambang. Oh no, so here we go. It's a giant digger, and the digger is gonna go and try to scoop up Bambang. So to Bambang, it looks like probably giant teeth. He can't see very well. "Well, this is quite a muddle," Mango said to herself. She went up to the policeman. "Could I possibly borrow your megaphone for a moment?" she asked. With her hand out, she stood firmly in front of the digger. It juddered to a surprised stop. Mango climbed on top of its scoop and addressed the waiting traffic, using the policeman's megaphone. "There is a tapir here. He will cross the road, but he is feeling a bit nervous. He has never been in a busy city before, you see. I think it would be very helpful if you could all turn off your engines for a moment and stop shouting and beeping and ringing your bells. And then I can talk to him calmly, and we will be on our way for banana pancakes very shortly." She is one brave little girl. Mango started to hand back the megaphone, but then she put it to her lips again. "Thank you," she added. There was a pause, and then one by one, the shouting people, the cars, the pedicabs, the trolley, and the digger fell silent, as she had requested. The helicopter moved discreetly away. Mango leaned down to the Bambang-shaped hump and talked soothingly into where she hoped his ear might be. There she is. "Bambang, dear Bambang, there really, truly, honestly is no tiger. Did you perhaps see that tabby cat on the wall over there and think it was a tiger? I can see that it might be very easy to confuse a close-up cat with a faraway tiger. If you'll only uncurl, I can show you the difference. And then you can come home and meet Papa and eat bananas and try pancakes and stay." She tickled his white stripe. So there's the cat curled up here. And remember, the tapir doesn't have very good eyesight, so she's trying to talk him through this because he heard all that noise and he must have seen the stripes on the cat and thought it was the tiger again. I guess tigers must eat tapirs. Inside his ball, Bambang thought and thought some more. On the one foot, there was a possibility of a tiger. On another was the promise of pancakes. And on a third, there was Mango. He'd always been very fond of mangoes. He didn't even need to use his fourth foot. He brought his head out again and crossed bravely to the sidewalk. Walking home with her new friend, Mango found herself feeling not perfectly certain what having a tapir come to stay might involve. And that was a very exciting feeling indeed. So now Mango has saved the tapir from the digger and from the people that are screaming and yelling and honking and from the cat that the tapir thought might be a tiger. And she's moving the tapir to her home. And that is interesting. And remember, she lives in a very, very tall building. And her papa is always very, very busy because he is balancing the books, which means he's working with numbers. So she lives in one of those very tall buildings in a very big city. So she finds all kinds of things to keep her busy. And this is one new thing she has to keep her busy. How exciting, right? All right. I hope you're having a great day. And I can't wait to read with you again tomorrow. And I appreciate you listening. I do. I work really hard on reading, and I'm sorry I had to stop in the middle. Or after I read a few pages. That is not very good. But I didn't want to start the recording all over again. Because you see, when I do these readings, I make a recording. And then I upload my recordings to YouTube. And that takes a while. And then the video has to process. And then after it's all done, then I move it to Seesaw. So I didn't want to stop part of the process. So thank you for your patience. I hope you are working hard at doing the best you can do. You can do today. I hope you're being the best that you can be today. And like we always say, if there's something going on that you need to share it with somebody, find somebody to share it with. And anybody would love to listen to you. And sometimes sharing things that are exciting or sad or frustrating or happy for us really make all the difference in the world if we just share them out loud. All right, here's my virtual hug. Here's my love to you. And here is our positive affirmation. I am smart. I am kind. I am honest. I am silly. I am brave. I am loved. Have a great rest of the day.